Awesome. Okay. Glad that everybody's here and sorry for the issues. So, I don't know where it left off, so I'm just gonna start by telling you a little bit about my story. So, when I started this business, I was in a terrible place, and basically it all started when I was 15 years old. So when I was 15, I got really, really sick and almost died. And I know we're taking it back really far here, but it's important for you to hear this part of the story. So I was basically misdiagnosed several times by my doctor, and they had no idea what was going on with my body. They gave me the wrong medications, which exacerbated the problem. And basically, because of all of the damage that was done by all of these different medications that I was given, all of these different things that they tried, I was left with a liver that basically didn't work. My stomach and my esophagus were torn to shreds. And after finally being diagnosed with scarlet fever, which is what they misdiagnosed before, I ended up being diagnosed with autoimmune disease at the time. So there wasn't a lot of research about many autoimmune diseases, but basically what the doctor said was that it looked like my immune system was attacking my organs. My immune system saw my organs as like a foreign body, and they just started attacking the crap out of them. And that's why there was so much damage to my esophagus. That's why there's so much damage to my stomach and my liver. And my liver started to fail because of all of that. So, because of all of those things, I was left with residual damage. I was left with basically constant pain. So then after, healing, and praise God that I'm alive, and I know that it's because of him, and he miraculously healed me. The doctor told my parents that I was supposed to die. They told them to start preparing themselves, and all of a sudden I just started getting better, and I do not think that that's an accident. And so after I healed from that, I knew that there was a purpose for my life. I knew that, I couldn't die at 15 because I was still supposed to do something in this life. So after all of that, I got married at the ripe old baby age of 20 years old, and all of a sudden my life completely changed. I had no idea how busy we would be in full-time ministry. We were newlyweds, and we were working really, really hard. That's why I can't see comments. Let's see if I can swipe. I don't think my phone likes this. But my life just changed so drastically, so quickly. We were working really, really hard. We were pouring 100% of our effort and love into people who, frankly, it felt like they couldn't care less. It really did. And I felt like everything that we did was for nothing. I felt like I just couldn't believe that this was my life. And I was very disappointed, very disillusioned. I didn't expect life to be so busy or so crazy. And then after a few years, I got pregnant with our first child. And I lost that baby. And then I got pregnant again in 2014, and I suffered a horribly, horribly traumatic miscarriage. I was laid up for 6 months. During that time, if any of you have been through a miscarriage, I am so sorry, and I feel for you, or lost a child. I can't even imagine. But during that time, I hate to be graphic, but I would just be like in the grocery store or out and about. Once it was in my driveway at home, once it was at work, and once in public at the grocery store. I just hemorrhaged, and there was blood everywhere at my feet. And that happened 3 times over the course of 6 months, and it was just so traumatizing, and it was so just damaging. And for the longest time, I was afraid to go outside. I was afraid to go anywhere. I was afraid to open up to my friends. I was afraid to talk to my husband. I was afraid to shower. I was just traumatized. It was absolutely horrible. and I was laid up for 6 months. I wasn't allowed to exercise. I wasn't allowed to take baths. My body had no idea how to cope with what was happening, and finally I went and I had to have a surgical procedure to fix what was going on in my body. So after I had that procedure, thankfully, things started to even out. I started to heal. My body started going back to normal. And I realized after the fact that the reason that I was like so emotionally crazy at that time was because my hormones were crazy. My body still thought that I was pregnant. And you know, over 6 months, that's a lot for someone's body. And so basically, I was very depressed. I was dealing with body image issues from being chubby as a little girl. And so goes the cycle. So after all of that, I was still dealing with the horrible, basically nonstop pain in my stomach that was crippling. It was crippling, absolutely crippling. Every time I ate solid food, my stomach would just go into knots. And I was like living my life in the fetal position. And I'm sorry this is so heavy. I promise the whole webinar is not like this. But I could not eat solid food. And so I realized that I needed a meal replacement, okay? And that's where this comes in, because I started doing some research. I had a friend who was drinking Shakeology and sharing about it on her social media. And I did not reach out to her because I did my own research and I researched the price of Shakeology. I loved the ingredients. I loved everything that was in it, but I just could not justify spending that much money on, you know, on food. I was a teacher making less than a teacher. And my husband was in ministry and in full-time school. We made like less than $30,000 a year, just to be honest. We made very little money, and there was no way that we could afford that. And so I just kind of dismissed it. I figured, okay, well, that's just not an option for me. And then I saw Nicolette, my friend, I saw her posting about PiYo. And I had started going to hot yoga, and it was very healing for me. I feel like I learned a lot about myself during that time. And while I did hot yoga, I watched my friend doing a program called PiYo, and it was Pilates and yoga, two of my favorite exercises. And she was also drinking Shakeology. She was doing, you know, she was coaching. She was just doing so great. And I saw how happy she was. And I saw her body. She had just had a baby. She was 6 months postpartum, and she looked incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. And I figured, you know, I'm going to the gym every day. I'm eating like no food because I can't eat. I know I need to change something, and this isn't working. And so finally I decided enough was enough, and I just tried it. I said, okay, I'm going to try Shakeology. I'm going to try PiYo. There was a deal where you could get PiYo for $10 when you tried Shakeology for a month. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to do that. And I did it. And I have to tell you that I never intended to dive into this business. But after, I have goosebumps right now, after plugging into the community and after realizing what an incredible group of people I was joining. People who cared about my success. I wasn't going to the gym and wandering around doing, you know, whatever I could by myself anymore. I was able to truly be a part of a community, people who cared about me. And then I actually signed up as a coach for the discount. I never intended on, you know, doing anything. I just wanted the 25% discount, which a lot of people do that, and that's fine. But I loved the coach community. I loved the challenge group. And I realized that all of this support and positivity in my life was transforming my mind. I knew that I loved clean eating. I knew that I was passionate about my health, but my mind was a mess. My mind was a mess, and that is where this transformation really took place. I started to heal. I started to forgive the people who kind of abandoned me, honestly, in that time when I was a mess. And I had no support. I will say no support with a pretty good amount of confidence. I had a couple of friends who were definitely there for me, definitely there, but almost no support at all in that time. And when I started to like heal and started to realize like I have to be there for myself. I can't rely on other people. I have to be able to be healthy within my own self and my own spirit and my own mind. this amazing transformation took place, and it was like my confidence was coming back. I remember one day I was sitting across the table from my husband, and I just burst into tears. I'm going to burst into tears now. And I just said, I remember who I am. I feel like I remember who I am. And that was such a freeing feeling. And that is the moment that I realized that I wanted to do this business for real. That is the moment that I knew that I wanted to help other people experience that same transformation that I was experiencing. I wasn't trying to make a bunch of money. I wasn't trying to scam anyone or trick anyone into trying something that wouldn't be good for them. I truly wanted to help other people the way that I had been helped. And it's amazing because the heart of this for me is helping others experience freedom like I did, which is why I chose the name The Freedom Collective for our team. Because of that, I have watched so many people transform their lives, and I've helped other women who have been through traumatic miscarriages to heal and to come out of that season of life empowered. And I've helped people who were unable to get pregnant to, get healthy and to get pregnant, and now they have their babies. I've helped people to lose over 100 pounds, and I don't say that as I've done all these things, but in my group, these are the things that are happening, and that is all because I chose to take the leap. Somebody who had nothing to offer to anyone just took the leap and started bettering myself and started, trying to examine how I could be better, how I could help others, and everything changed. So that is where the heaviness of this goes away, and I start telling you about just the amazing, tangible opportunity with this. Excuse me. I am dying of the plague, just so you know. So, you guys, this business is life-changing. But I want to tell you a little bit about the business side of this, because obviously the programs in Shakeology are freaking awesome. But I wanted to tell you about Beachbody, okay? So this is a company that has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. This is a company that is known and trusted. They have an excellent compensation plan, excellent brand recognition. Everybody knows about Shakeology. Everybody knows about the 21-day fix. Everybody knows about the little weird containers that people are using to lose weight. Best brand recognition ever. And all of that started, the reason that so many people know about it is because it started as an infomercial company, and the Tony Horton, John Congdon, and Carl Daikeler all paired up and said, okay, so we're marketing P90X. We're doing these infomercials for P90X, but we don't have any testimonials. So they started an online forum, and this is where challenge groups come from, okay? So they started this online forum, and a few months after they started the forum, where people who were doing P90X would go in and they'd give each other tips and they'd encourage each other, motivate one another, they started, the people who graduated P90X started coming back and helping the people who were new at the program, who were just getting started, the people who were, just the newbies. And so these graduates were coming back and coaching the newbies. And the cool part was that Tony, John, and Carl found that the people who sent in their, results, they were getting better results in the forum than they were for people who are just doing the program on their own. Does that make sense? So it's really, really cool because it showed that not only were people starting the program and finishing the program, but they were getting results when they had that peer support, when they had somebody coaching them. And these people, the graduates, were coming in and doing it for free. So Carl was like, okay, this is crazy, and I know that, some other companies do this really badly, but what if we did network marketing and we paid the coaches for marketing this product, just, selling it to their friends, basically. And everybody thought that it was a terrible idea, but they went out on a limb because Carl was the CEO, and it exploded. And now this is a multi-billion-dollar company that grows every single year. There are over 400,000 coaches in this network. By the way, we're in the top 1,000 of 400,000, which is incredible. Top 700 actually, but pretty awesome. This team is definitely amazing. And so they decided on network marketing. It was a true risk, but it worked out for them. And that's because it wasn't about selling a bunch of stuff. It was about relating to people who could relate to you. It's about, just helping people start their program and then finishing programs, because enough people buy fitness programs. The fitness industry is like one of the top industries in the entire country, excuse me. But the difference between that and Beachbody is that people who start Beachbody programs freaking finish them, and they get results because people who join Beachbody have a coach and have a community to support them. So that was like almost 10 years ago now. And now this company is growing, and there are new programs coming out every single year. There's one coming out in December that I'm so excited about. So my only regret is that I didn't start sooner. My only regret is that I didn't, just jump on board with this the second that I found out about it. So now, Elizabeth, I don't know if I can actually invite you now. Maybe you can request to join. But Elizabeth was going to hop on to this video. Let me see if I can invite you from here. And she was going to tell you about the different levels of coaching, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, Elizabeth. I'm so sorry. Maybe you could go live after in the inside the event page. Let me see if I can just do this really quick. It'll take 2 seconds. I don't think it's going to work. But that's okay. We can be flexible, right? Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay. Well, excuse me. That's all right. We will talk about the levels of coaching after. Make sure that you hop onto Elizabeth's video so you can learn about that. But basically there are 4 levels. Discount, hobby coach, hobby moving to full-time, and full-time. And Elizabeth's going to map out those 4 for you. But I want to talk to you about the compensation and incentives in this business, because as coaches, we are truly spoiled by this company. The compensation plan is incredible for the people who show up and actually do the work every day. So as coaches, we receive 25% commission on all of our orders. We get 40% commission on Beachbody On Demand, which is the streaming service where we get our workouts. Let me see. Okay. There we go. Yeah, okay. I was just looking at comments. Okay, so it's not going to work. But Lauren, that would be amazing. Okay. So the compensation plan. I'm sorry, I got distracted trying to figure out what's going on in the comments. And then on top of the 25% commission on all products except for Beachbody On Demand, which we get 40%, we get a team cycle bonus, which comes directly from Beachbody based upon how well our team is doing. So that's like Beachbody's way of saying, hey, thanks for training your team. You're the best. Here's a little reward for helping coaches who sign up with you to be successful. And then on top of that, we get quarterly bonuses for achieving certain ranks in the company. So right now, Diamond is getting a bonus of $250 a quarter, which, I mean, that's like $1,000 a year, which is, definitely nothing to shake a stick at. But once you reach 2-star, and then 5-star, and then 10-star, and then 15-star, you get 2% of the entire company's earnings split between all the other coaches of your same rank. So for 2-star Diamond coaches, that comes out to about $1,000 a quarter. So that's just $1,000 bonus per quarter just for being a 2-star. The 5-star bonus, it comes out to about $3,500 every time. And again, this is just what it usually is. 10-star, I don't even know. I think it's like $10,000. And the cool thing is that as like a 10-star, you get the 10-star, the 5-star, and the 2-star, which is amazing. So, those bonuses are huge, and it's a huge incentive to build your team and to help your team to be successful and to be creative. So there's definitely a difference between those who focus on sharing the products, who just focus on like, okay, so, this is Shakeology, this is why I love it, you should try it too, and those who focus on sharing the full potential of what Beachbody has to offer, meaning the business opportunity. So coaches who never build their team, who never, sign up any coaches, they make an average of $500 a year, okay? Emerald coaches, which is 2 coaches in your organization, they make an average of $3,000 a year. Diamond coaches make an average of $14,000 a year. But guys, Star Diamond coaches make an average of $97,000 a year. That is a huge jump. A huge jump. And I'm not even going to tell you how much the, top earners in the company are making, because you'll just like leave the webinar, because it's just like, and so this opportunity is incredible. People who sign up as a coach, just for the discount, you're saving money every month. But those who sign up to just crush and to build a team and to find other people like you who want financial freedom too, those are the coaches who are on the top of that spectrum. And the cool thing is, most people who stick with this get to that, 6-figure earning within 5 years. What other company, what other job can you come in at the bottom and grow a freaking 6-figure business in less than 5 years? It just doesn't happen. So Star Diamond, the $97,000 average a year, that's from 1 star to 15 star. So obviously that's a wide range, but you can be a 5-star making more than a 10-star depending on how you set up your organization. And so you don't have to just focus on rank. You can focus on building your downline strategically, which is something that I'm kind of an expert at, yo. I have done a lot of research and I'm very, very good at it. So I can help you if your goal is to build for income, I can help you with that. If your goal is to build for rank because you love recognition, then I can help you with that too. But it's so cool because if you do this the right way, if you do this strategically, you could be more successful than me in less time than me because I had to learn all this. So as you can see, there are definitely people who just want a few bucks every month, and that's fine. But there are also people who want to create a movement and, have a team with a mission who's changing lives every day. You just have to decide which one you are. So for me, my third anniversary of signing up as a coach is going to be in May. And my goal for that 3rd anniversary is to be making 5 figures a month, 6 figures annually, and I have zero doubts that will happen. I'm right on track for that. And that's what I want to help my team to do. That's what I want to help, my team to accomplish, because the point of this for me is being able to make an income that will support my family from home so I can be with my kids. So I have a responsibility to my team and my challengers, and I take that very, very seriously. I work on myself and I help others, and I've completely fallen in love with this. First of all, just the job, and also the amazing financial reward and opportunity here. So let me see. I'm going to skip ahead. Because there's so much within, the income part of this. I could talk about that part for like 100 years because I'm really super passionate about it. But I want to talk to you for a few minutes about what Beachbody is and what coaches do. So before you start doubting yourself and feeling like, okay, there's no way that I can do this because I'm like way lame and there's no way, because that's how I feel about myself sometimes. First, you need to understand that there's no cookie cutter coach, okay? You do not have to be tan and thin and perfect. You do not have to be in great shape. You do not have to have incredible charisma on camera. You do not have to be wonderful at taking pictures. All of those things will obviously help you. But truly, when you think about the things that you think will hold you back in this business, when you think about the things that you're like, oh my God, nobody can ever know about that because it's so awkward, Those are the things that are going to make you incredible. Those are the things that'll make you stand out. And that's half of the battle in this business, is just standing out. And the cool thing is that a lot of people don't realize that the best way to stand out is to just be yourself. Just be yourself, because there are so many people out there who are just like you. They are just like you. And the more that you embrace who you are, the more they are going to feel like they can embrace who they are. Just chew on that for a second. Just chew on that. I just broke out into goosebumps because I know how insecure and how just totally alone I felt. And when I realized that I've helped insecure, lonely people feel like, wow, I matter. I have something to offer to the world. Oh, that just makes me just want to melt, because knowing that I have something that can change this world, that is amazing. So, your current fitness level is not important. Your awkward tendencies is not important. What does matter is that you're positive and that you use your journey and your story to encourage others. What does matter is that you're constantly just trying to be better and stronger and shining your light brighter, because as you complete your program, as you share your journey, as you share how Shakeology is helping you, as you share how the Portion Fix is an incredible eating system that will, change your life, because it is, and you let people in on that, you let people see it, they're going to see you getting results. They're going to see you growing, and that's going to be really attractive. Seeing somebody else grow is like, first of all, it's really infuriating, and then people are like, oh my gosh, I have to jump in with this person. I have to get in on this. How do I get in on this? That's going to draw people in. That's what matters. Perfection is annoying. Nobody wants to see that perfect girl with her perfect life. Nobody wants to see that. We want to see the messy stuff. We want to see, we want to see your failures. We want to see the reasons that you wanted to give up, but you didn't. We want to see that, you're a normal person who's just setting aside your excuses and trying to be better, because that is real life. There is a reason that reality TV is so freaking popular, you guys. The fact that you're improving is what's going to inspire them to take action. So fitness doesn't matter. What matters is that you're willing to share. You don't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. And the cool thing is that the fitness side of this business is done for us. Exactly. Authenticity is so much more believable. You're right. Totally right, Amory. So what's really cool about this is the fitness is completely handed to us in a bag, because the fitness programs are proven. There are test groups who test these programs, make sure that they're freaking awesome, and then they're handed to us and they say, hey, here, your challengers can do this and they'll get results. The nutrition side is taking care of it for us with the Portion Fix and Shakeology, which, I can talk more about Shakeology at another time, but there's too much, it'll just blow your mind, and I'll be here for 100 years. So, Shakeology is truly like the oxygen of life. It has everything that you need. And, people say like, oh, I like to chew my food. And the thing that they don't realize is that they are not going to get all of the medicinal herbs in Shakeology in their normal diet. They're not going to get all of the dense nutrition, because our food is crap in this country. Even the organic food is just not as nutritiously dense as it's supposed to be. But Shakeology is, grown in places that they get the ingredients from the most potent sources, the most pure soil, the perfect area for that one particular ingredient. And that's why people say it's expensive, because it's valuable. Because, the reason that we charge so much for it is because it's packed full of medicine. It's packed full of superfoods. It's packed full of actual food. Oh, Lauren, you're really sweet. Blanche, oh my gosh, I will help you. I don't know did you have vegan or regular? Let me know in the comments. And tell me which flavors you had. But the cool thing about this is that all of that is done for us. Our job is simply to connect people to Beachbody through our journey, through our story. Our job is to show people what's worked for us, and then show them like, hey, it can work for you too. And all we have to do is share what has worked for us. All we have to do is say, hey, I went through the same thing. Like, I used to go to the gym every single day, and it was awful. And then I found these at-home fitness programs, and I'm in the best shape of my life. Guns! Sorry, I had to. And, you know, all you have to say is, hey, I was so sick, and now I'm not anymore. Or I had no energy, and now I have it. Vegan vanilla is the worst, Robin. I totally agree. Blanche, I'm going to hook you up with some cafe latte. You'll love it. So we help them by simply sharing what we're doing. And that's powerful because it's not a quick fix. It's not a diet. It's not something you wouldn't want your children to do. It's a lifestyle. It's healthy. It's learning how to completely revamp your life. So we have fitness programs. We have the performance line. We have the 3-day refresh, which is our cleanse. We have Shakeology. We have the ultimate reset. We have activewear. We have shoes. We have everything, and our job is simply to connect people to that and help them to get results and remain consistent. Like, I have people in my life who are using this crap pre-workout that's just like full of cancer, and now they drink Energize, which is better for them, like actually healthy for them. I have friends who used to drink Gatorade every single day, and now they drink Hydrate instead because, again, it's not full of cancer. I have friends who used crap protein powder full of sucralose and artificial ingredients, and now they use Recover because it's healthy and it actually has like food in it. Go figure. And of course, Shakeology. So guys, we just got to help them. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be, you know, amazing. You just have to be willing to share. And then, you know, so tangibly what this looks like is day to day you share your journey. You share the ups and the downs. We build relationships with people. We connect with people in social media and in person. And then we just help people. When people comment and like on our posts, we reach out to them and we say thank you. And that connection, you know, a lot of times they'll ask us questions about our challenge group because if they're liking and commenting on our posts about health and fitness, chances are that they are, you know, on a fitness journey too, or they are inspired to start a fitness journey and they need, you know, support. And I don't know about you guys, but like the people who are in our challenge group, excuse me. I don't know if anybody is in the challenge group here. Yeah, Robin is for sure. Oh yeah, a bunch of people are. But like I love inviting to our community because our community is full of people who love each other. I'm getting goosebumps again. They love each other and we support each other. And when someone's having a crappy day, they come in and they say, hey, having a crappy day, anyone want to work out together? And guess what? We get on Zoom and we work out together. We make each other smile. We help each other. And it's a family. We call ourselves the Freedom Fit Fam in our challenge group community because we're a family. We are truly a family and we help each other through thick and thin. There is no judgment. There is no body shaming. There's no like, oh, I wish I was as skinny as she is. No, it's about being healthy. It's about, you know, celebrating your own version of success, your own version of health. So after we talk to these people who are engaging on our posts and who reach out to us because they need help, we determine what's the best option for them. So for some people, they need the challenge group. They just need a community where, you know, they can plug in and get some support and get some results and get healthy again. But like for me, I needed the coaching opportunity because I needed not only support, but I needed accountability for my own fitness. And that is one of the top reasons that I recommend coaching to people is because they can't seem to be consistent with their own health and fitness. But as a coach, it's your job. It's literally your job to just press play. For me, lately, it's 22 minutes a day because I'm doing 22-minute hardcore. But for other people, you know, they choose the program that they want to do. But talk about accountability for your health and fitness. Like if you have something that you're trying to get fit for, a great idea would be to find 3 friends, get them to do this with you, and be their coach because you will never, ever feel that level of accountability ever. When you start taking responsibility for your own fitness, it's crazy. Excuse me. And then, you know, maybe they just need Shakeology. Maybe they have an awesome workout program. Maybe they have, you know, all the nutrition figured out. Maybe they just need Shakeology to, you know, get them the nutrition that they're missing. Maybe they need Recover because they're having sore muscles after they work out. Gabriella, I see your question about Energize. So Energize is a pre-workout. So you take it before your workout and it helps you to just like freaking crush, and it helps your muscles not to get fatigued so quickly. So that's the beta alanine in Energize. And so I don't know why I'm like touching my shoulders. It helps your shoulders not to get so sore. But so Energize is for pre-workout. Oh yeah, Gabby, your wedding. That's very true. So again, for me, it was the coaching opportunity. I was the least consistent person on the planet, and now I'm pretty freaking consistent most of the time. And then, once we get to know their goals, once we figure out the obstacles they face, the things that they've struggled with in the past, we recommend a program to them. We get them hooked up with a flavor of Shakeology that we think they'll like. We hook them up to the challenge group. We show them the portion fix, which you'll learn all about in your first challenge group. And we just be their friend and support them and have fun. And, the challenge group is honestly the best part of this, and the coaching community too. Oh, it's amazing. And then we also coach those who have gotten started as a coach to be successful in their businesses. And that is something that I will do for you at the beginning, because obviously you're not gonna sign up as a coach and like know everything all of a sudden. So, you can plug your people into my challenge group. You can plug your people into my new coach training. You can, I will be there for you. So don't worry about that part. A lot of people worry about that for some reason. So I want to end this with what would make you a successful coach. So, and a couple of what ifs. I'm only going to talk for like 5 more minutes, I promise. So, number 1, having a why and a vision, knowing exactly why you're doing this, and not just like, oh, well, I want to lose some weight. That is not going to fly, I promise you. Think about your deep why. If you accomplished everything you could possibly accomplish in this business, how would that change your life? Think about that. Last month, I made about $3,000, and from making nothing to making that amount per month was life-changing for my family. Absolutely life-changing. And when I think about what would happen if I kept going and I built that business that I am working towards, and we had that financial freedom, that would be incredible. Okay, what if you could give more freely in your life? What if, I used to be that girl who wouldn't go out with my friends because I couldn't afford to buy a $5 drink out with them. I couldn't afford to go out to eat. I couldn't afford to go and do super inexpensive things, and that was embarrassing. So what if not only you could go out with them, but you could buy them dinner? What if you could give more to your church? What if you could give more to organizations that you're passionate about? Something that I'm very passionate about is sex trafficking, and I want to stop it. And I just want to pour oodles of money into stopping that horrible, horrible practice. And and then how would you feel if that happened? Know the possibility of this business and remind yourself of it constantly. Surround yourself with positivity. Find a support system. Find a system that you can track those behaviors, and then just stick with it and achieve your goals. Because I promise you, if you do the things that I tell you to do, I promise you'll be successful. I think that the successful coaches in this thread will totally vouch for me that if you just do the things, you'll be successful. So, you're most likely here because you were invited. And so, something made you think, I want that. I see this life and I want it. So how badly do you want it? And are you willing to work for it? That's my question. Even on the days when you feel like, oh, I didn't sleep well last night, the baby was up all night, I'm not feeling very well, are you even going to show up on those days? Are you even going to show up on the days when, when you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be successful at this? Because I promise you that if you show up every single day, if you, stick through it to the end, you will be successful, and you could accomplish those goals for your family. And then dig into that vision and dig into that why and write it down. Excuse me. And then finally, two more things that'll make you successful is just get better every day through personal development. I used to scoff at this part. Like, I was like, you want me to read self-help books? What? But no, it's not about that. It's about growing. Your growth is what's going to make you shine and stand out. You don't have to become a different person, but you'll continue to develop and emerge as like this best version of yourself that you could ever imagine. And that is what people will notice, and that is what's going to draw them to you. So be ready to throw those self-limiting beliefs out the window, because those are made up in your mind, and I promise you they're the only place that your mind is the only place that they exist, and you have something so incredible and so just unique that this world needs. And maybe this isn't for you, but if it is, by not going for it, you're holding that back. You're cheating people out of your greatness, out of experiencing that same freedom. So just think about that. And then finally, get excited about this business. Move past just being excited about the health and fitness products, because obviously they're amazing. But get excited about this business opportunity as it changes you and as it changes people's lives, and, grow your team and share this with people. So, and then finally, last thing is just be genuine and be a good person and have good character. Nothing else matters except that you're on a journey and you're helping other people along the way. And your perfect audience are going to be built in. They're going to be just magnetized to you. So, see how this works? Like, it has very little to do with Beachbody or prices or what's on sale. It has to do with you and your belief and, what you have to bring to the table, because I truly believe that is amazing. I have some what ifs, but I'm going to skip over them because I want to talk about what to do next if you want to do this. So, maybe this is absolutely not for you, and that's totally fine, because I never ever want anyone to do this unless they are 100% confident that it is something that they, are interested in. I was very, very unsure if I could be successful at this, but I knew that I wanted to try. I knew that I wanted to make my Shakeology money back. And so that was just my first goal. I was like, okay, well, in my first month, I'm going to pay for my Shakeology, and that's my goal. And I did that times 4. So, times 4.5. So if I can do it, you can do it. There's nothing special about me. I was just willing to show up and do what I was told. So if you are interested in this, please send me a message. Please get in touch with me. Post in the comments. I point over there because that's where I can see them. But post in the comments, post in the, group, in the event page, send me a private message, however you want to do it. Just let me know that you want more information. I can hook you up with a freaking amazing deal on a combination of Shakeology, the Portion Fix, and Beachbody On Demand. Beachbody On Demand is amazing because not only do you get access to every single Beachbody workout, you get access for an entire year. You get access to the Fixate cooking show, which is a clean cooking show. Like, it's amazing. You get access to every meal plan, every, nutrition guide that there is in the entire company. You get access to the Super Gym, which is just an awesome resource. You get access to the My Challenge Tracker app, which is an amazing way to track your workouts, to track your nutrition, to track your Shakeology. And obviously access to the challenge group. So that Beachbody On Demand membership is good for an entire year. So you're not just paying for like one program, you're getting an entire year. You also get your first month of Shakeology, which is, 1 meal a day that you don't have to worry about. It takes 2 seconds and it's, delicious. And you get the Portion Fix nutrition system. So all of that is $160 right now. And that also waives your $40 sign-up fee as a coach. So, and if you've purchased a challenge pack in the past, you don't have to pay for any of those things. You just can sign up. And that's incredible. So I'm going to hop off and, answer some of these messages that are rolling in. Crazy. Oh, and program calendars, yes. Oh my goodness. All these comments are popping up. It wasn't working, and all of a sudden all of them are popping up. I know, Blanche, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And then just reach out to me and let me know what pace you want to go at. So Elizabeth's going to go live in the group. She might go today, she might go tomorrow. Just keep your eyes peeled to tell you about the different levels of coaching, because there is definitely, an opportunity to do this full time. But if you are like working a full-time job, obviously you can't do this full time. So there are lots of different options for you. And she is really unique because she went from discount coach to hobby coach, and now she's working towards building full time. So really exciting. But I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for sticking with me. This is awesome, and I can't wait to chat with you. Okay, bye guys. Oh. Uh-oh, it's not ending because my phone is frozen.